All right. Cool. Hello, everyone. Today's session is going to be a bit different. They're all a bit different. But today's session is going to be focused on today's physical section. It's going to be focused on balance, the importance of balance, and how we can get better, and why being balanced is important in squash. I don't want to take away from Sam's intro, but just because she's going to be covering the physical session for balance, but maybe we could open up the floor to why people think, or what balance is and why it's important for squash. Anyone at all? Esme's got her mic on.
Maybe when you have to, like, well, I'm not sure if this is really balanced, but when you lunge towards somewhere, you kind of have to be strong in your legs and not be able to, not like collapse, because sometimes you have to lunge quite far.
It's the biggest area I think that we need to be good at in squash in terms of our balance. So there's two types of balance. There's static balance, kind of on the spot, kind of can you stay balanced and kind of juggle your center of mass, and there's that dynamic balance that you're talking about, being able to lunge in, stay stable, be able to play the shot, whichever shot you want to play, and recover in the right way. Anything else on balance? Energy's high on this group this evening. How are we feeling? Zoe, I'm going to pick on you now if you got the mic on, but everyone should have their mic on. Balance? Zoe, anything? How good's your balance? Would you say it's an area you need to work on, or you're pretty good at?
I think it can be all right at times, but then sometimes I'll just step awkwardly and just stumble and then lose the rally, I guess.
Okay. Mia?
Like balance when you're running to hit a ball, and then you need to be balanced before you try and hit it so you can get a good shot.
Okay, cool. Anything to add, Arjun or Tara? Tara's talking, but she's on mute.
Sorry, I didn't realize I was on mute.
Okay.
I think maybe it'd be easier to be balanced if you were familiar with where to step, how to step, ways to get around the court, because if you're unprepared, you could well, I do it quite a lot, so I accidentally land on the wrong foot, or it throws me off, and I'm I just don't do it right because I'm on the wrong footing.
Yeah. Oh, Sam, you're muted as well.
Sorry. Does anyone know what happens when you lose balance to the majority of shots? And I see this a lot at top level. Does anyone know? If you're not balanced in your construction shot, go on.
Is it when when you're going to hit the ball and you're in a lunge position, and then you go like that or something instead of staying where you are?
Sort of, yeah. What else? Anyone else think of anything? Basically, I've seen a lot of juniors, and Steve, quote me if you might have seen this as well. There's a lot of juniors who are very quick, especially sort of under 11s, under 13s at that young age. They tear into your front corners and they don't quite balance, and they end up falling over the shot. And then they try and go for an outright winner. And then what happens? They hit the tin because they've lost balance instead of going in and sort of setting themselves and then playing their shot. Is that about right, Steve?
Yeah, exactly right. And yeah, I've got a couple of definitions here. I'll just read out quickly. So basically, we're talking about your ability to move efficiently requires control of the body's postural alignment. And basically, you need strong balance to move efficiently. And in that example, Sam, in order to move efficiently, you need to be able to step into the shot and come back. And if you're regardless of what shot you play, unless it would have to be a winner if you're not going to recover to the tee, you need to be able to move in order to move efficiently and recover and get to the next shot without giving your opponent too much time and too much space. You need to be balanced into the shot so that you can recover. So that's what we're going to look at today, and we're going to introduce we're going to look at some racket skills and look at a few different things in relation to that afterwards. So Sam, over to you, if that's okay.
Yeah. Okay, guys. We're going to do a short warm up first of all, and then we're going to do 2 rounds of 6 exercises in each round. Probably going to do it for about 30 seconds on each, maybe just a 20-second rest, and then we'll go. Yeah, actually, we'll do 30 and 30, 30 on, 30 off. And we're going to go around maybe 2 or 3 times, depending on time. So we'll do each round 2 or 3 times. Okay. So let's just get warmed up first of all. So we're going to start off with jogs. Okay, on you go. Everyone on the spot, let's go straight into jogs. Let's get my stopwatch. Okay, let's go. Use your arms as well. Keep going. On your toes more. Okay, into high knees. Off you go. Bring those knees up, Arjun. Okay, go into a few squats. Off you go. Make sure your feet are nice and straight. Mia. Sorry, can you just...
You want to look at me?
Go on, Mia. Go on, Mia. Yeah, that's it. Sorry, yeah, thank you.
That's all right.
Bring your feet out more in front of you, Mia. More towards me, towards me. Straight out in front of you. Bring your feet out more in front of you.
What, like put them
Yeah, a bit
forward?
more. Yeah, there. And then bend. Sit back. Better. And make sure your knees are going towards your feet, not outwards.
Zoe and Tara, can you adjust your camera so we can see what's happening from a balance perspective today? Because if we can only see your upper body, it won't be that helpful for us to help you.
Is this working?
It's not. Yeah, that's better. If it's not possible, that's okay. It's just it's easier if we to help.
Okay, and then everyone go into inchworms. Can everyone remember what inchworms are? Crawl out in front of you, stand tall, and just crawl out in front of you, and crawl back in again. You ready? Off you go. That's it. Go on, Zoe. Crawl out.
Looking good, Arjun.
Good, Arjun. Come on. Good. Keep going. Go a bit quicker, Arjun. Come on. You're used to this. So, okay, into some jumping jacks. Off you go. So, make sure your arms are going up above your head. Good. And then go into some hip openers. Can everyone remember? So you're jogging on the spot, bring your hip out. Jogging on the spot, bring your hip out. Okay, each side, nice and steady. Off you go. That's it. Make sure you're jogging on the spot. Good. Good, Arjun. Brilliant. Good, Mia. Okay, and then we're just going to do a few arm circles forward like this. Okay. Good. And then take them backwards. Okay, and rest. Okay, brilliant. Okay, so the first set of exercises, I'm just going to run through with you. Okay, so the first one is forward lunges. So we were just talking about lunges. Okay, then you're going to do reverse lunges. Then you're going to do jumping split squat or jumping lunges. Does everyone know what those are? Put your hands up if you don't. Okay.
Also, right now for my screen, Esme is spotlighted. So
Oh,
I
really?
can't
yeah.
see you.
Who do you want to see? Sam?
Me.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So jumping lunges, you need to be in a lunge position from here, okay? And then just quick jumps like that, okay? Ideally, some of you try and get a bit higher on the push-up, okay? Those are the jumping lunges. Then I want you to go into a wall sit. Has everyone got space to do a wall sit?
Yeah, I can't show it on camera.
That's okay, I'll trust you, that's fine. And then we're going to go into a quick lunge matrix, which is just 20 lunges. So remember, we go forward, back, sideways, diagonally, lateral, behind, there, all the time. So you've got to do 5 on each side, on each leg. Can you remember that? And then the last exercise is squat jumps, okay? And then we're going into the stability work on the other round, okay? Everyone ready? Thumbs up, everyone?
Yep.
Okay, right, off you go. 3, 2, 1, go. So straight into forward lunges, off you go. Put your hands on your hips.
It's not jumping lunges, is it?
No, forward lunges.
Esme, just forward lunges.
Good, make sure you're maintaining a 90-degree angle.
So Esme, you step and then step back. You're not holding the lunge position. You step forward, step back, step forward, step back.
That's it, good. 3 more seconds. Keep the rhythm, guys. It's got to be quick movement into the front and out. That's better. Good, Arjun. Okay, just rest. Right, the next exercise is reverse lunges. Okay. Five more seconds. 3, 2, 1, off you go. Reverse lunges. So step backwards this time. Okay, big step back. Good, Arjun. Put your hands on your hips, Arjun. Big step back. Make sure your back knee is near touching the floor. Not on the floor, but near the floor.
Esme, that's a forward lunge.
Backward.
So you need to step backwards into a backwards lunge. That's the one.
That's it. Bit more extension, Esme.
Hands on hips for stability there, Mia.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. Well done. Okay, and rest. Okay, then we're going into jumping lunges. Okay.
Esme is ready for this one.
Is that your little one?
Oh, can you hear? Yeah, she's gone to bed.
Okay, off you go. Jumping lunges, off you go. Put your hands on your hips, guys.
Try not to lean forwards on this one. It's better, Arjun. Mia, not too far forwards. Try and stay upright. And go side on as well if you can, Mia, so we can see you side on.
It's good, Tara. Keep going, Zoe. Arjun, try and get a little bit more height now, slowly with a bit more height. That's it. Good. Better. Keep yourself upright though. And rest. Good. Okay, now we're going into a wall sit. Okay.
Yeah, I have to go over here to do the wall sit.
So yeah, that's fine.
I can't move my camera to the
No,
place.
don't worry, that's fine. I trust you. Off you go. Just keep it flowing.
Wondering if that's stable enough, so just
Right. off you
disappear
go.
into the wardrobe.
Go. Bring your knees in a bit more, Arjun. But bring your knees closer together. Right, down a bit. Make sure it's a 90-degree angle. Put your back up against the wall, Arjun. Yes, good. We've all probably got to sleep.
They have all disappeared. There's definitely a bit of wall in Esme's background there by the sofa that could be used.
Right, then Zoe, keep going. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Well done. Okay, and then we're going into a lunge matrix. Okay.
The other places got this thing next to
I was joking, Esme. I
Don't
was
worry,
joking.
Esme, it's fine. Okay, 3, 2, 1, off you go. Lunge matrix, go. Good, Arjun. Good boy. Take your time, Tara. Get that balance. Remember what we're saying about when you're going into those corners. Balance.
Try and have 0 wobbles, guys. So if you're coming away from this thinking this is easy, then just really focus on not wobbling.
Okay, and rest. Okay, next one is squat jumps. When you do the squat jumps, can you make sure you put 2 hands touching the floor on the squat? So you squat, touch the floor, and up. Okay? Right. You ready?
Wait, on the squat jumps, when you jump up, do you need to straighten or come back down into a squat at the end of the jump?
You go into a squat, you touch the floor, you jump up, and then you go back down into a squat, touch the floor, back up. It's about the quality at the moment. Okay. Off you go. So go to, right, Tara.
Yeah.
Just do that again. Off you go. Squat. No jumping first. Squat first, then jump.
Oh.
That's it, then jump. Good. A bit more explosive on the push up. Good.
You just cracked.
Whose knees cracked?
Mine.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Come on, Esme.
Here we go, Mia.
5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Well done. Okay. Grab a quick drink before we go into the second set.
Sam, quick
Yeah.
question.
Yeah.
Was there going to be another round of that?
There's one more round, yeah. Do you want to talk in between that?
Could we save that for a little bit later on? Because that would fit nicely after a few, because what we're gonna do is a few skills practices. So could we
Yeah,
save the
that's fine.
second, and then if you move on to your stability bit next, was that what was next?
Yeah, there's lots of
Is
hops.
that all right?
Yeah, there's lots of hops and
Awesome. All right,
double
well, let's
hops
save the
and-
second circuit there for a little bit later on.
Okay, so we'll do this last one, yeah?
Yeah.
Yep.
The stability one
Yeah.
you're going to move on to. Yeah, great.
Yeah, this
Thank
first,
you.
no, the first round, finish the first round off, and then that's
Sure.
it. Okay, right, guys, last set on this. On your feet. Okay, so we're going back into forward lunges now, okay? 3, 2, 1, go. Off you go. Try and keep that 90-degree angle, Esme. Bigger step forward. That right knee should not go over your toes. Calm here, concentrate, hands on your hips, big step out in front. Good, Arjun. Lost Tara.
Sorry.
That's Esme. That's
What do
better. Okay, and rest. Okay, we're going back into reverse lunges. Three, two, one, off you go. Keep that that control, Arjun. Balance. So you're a bit wobbly on that side. Keep control. That's it. Better. Bigger step back, Mia. Hands on your hips so you're not wobbling. Do it nice and slowly. That's it. It's better to do less and better quality. That's it. Big step, Esme. Bend the back knee. Okay, and rest. Well done. Okay, back into jumping lunges. Three, two, one, off you go. Arjun, try and get a bit more height, please. Push up more. That's it. Slowly. Good, Tara. Keep going. Esme, put your hands on your hips. And rest. Found that hard. Okay, into wall sit. Everyone ready?
Yeah.
Esme, what are you doing? Into wall sit. Okay, off you go. Arjun, just bring your knees in a little bit closer towards you. You should be straight. 90-degree angle. Put your hands like this. Cross the margin.
His bum may be lower down.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what his angle is. Arjun, just lower yourself a little bit. 90-degree angle. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good.
Me and Tara did that perfectly. Did you see?
Yeah. Good effort, Tara.
No one could see that.
I know.
I'm sure they did it perfectly.
Right, into lunge matrix. Okay. Everyone ready? Come on, Esme. 3, 2, 1, off you go. Take your hands off your legs, Esme. Use your hands on your hips. Come on, strengthen those legs up. Good effort, Tara. Very good. Yeah, great. Well done. Very good.
Nice.
Try and keep yourself upright, Mia. Don't fall over your knee. Okay, and rest. Okay, and then we're going last exercise of squat jumps. Okay. Okay, off you go. Squat jumps. Touch the floor and jump up, squat, and then touch the floor.
Oh, cracked again.
Mhm. Good, guys.
Keep going. 5 more seconds. Come on, Esme. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Well done. Grab yourself a drink. Okay, Steve, over to you.
Okay. So from the physical side, Sam, what's left on your side?
What they've still to do.
Hmm.
So we've still got to do stability hops. So basically they've got to jump up and land on the same foot, hopping. Service box hops. So basically hop on the same leg and jump over into a space on the same leg and jump on from one leg and stay on the same leg on the balance on the lunge and press. So they go into forward lunge with racket press.
Yeah.
Crane balance. So that's when you are on one leg.
Yep.
You probably know what I'm talking about. Plank and then wall sit again.
Okay, cool. All right. I think that fits nicely at the end, if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Great. All right. So, guys, the next section, let's say half an hour or so, maybe a bit more. You're going to need a racket and a ball. So if you can go and grab a racket and a ball, that would be lovely.
What's today's like physical theme? Because that is said that it was lats and strokes, but he said something different.
You're on mute, Sam.
I thought it was that as well.
Lets and strokes. I think. Oh, was it? Was that what was sent out? Oh dear. Because I had 5. I think I had 5 weeks, and actually, I was looking at balance. So today's was balance, and the squash theme was going to be kind of squash racket skills, which we were going to do in the home and what we can get better at. That's what we're looking at today. Lets and strokes we're going to do next week. It won't be missed. Okay, is everyone back at the camera? I'm going to ask a few questions, so if you could turn your mics on, that would be great. So before we go into practicing lots of stuff, we could do some sort of racket skill every session, but then it gets a little bit not necessarily boring, but overdone. So today we're going to do lots of them, and then we probably won't revisit it again. But are there areas of your game that you guys have kind of gone into lockdown thinking that you could get a little bit better at, kind of either physically or from a technical perspective, if working on hitting the ball, or not even something that you thought would be possible to work on during lockdown, but you thought, when I get back onto the squash court, this is an area of my game that I'd like to work on?
I have one for the second thing.
What's that?
I find it really hard when like someone's done like a really good serve or the thing's going to the back of the court. I find it really hard to like get it out of the back, because what happens is I hit the back wall with my racket and then messes me up.
Okay, cool. So back corners was the thing for you. When you get back on court, that's an area that you'd like to focus on, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm going to give some examples. So maybe volleys. For example, our theme today is balance. What would you guys give yourselves out of 10? 10 being perfect balance, 1 being shocking. Feel free to just say out loud, based on what you thought maybe before, but also after you've done a few balance exercises already. I will call out like a register. Esme.
Probably like a 7 or 8.
Okay, quite good. 7 or 8 is pretty high.
I'm okay on some things, but I'm okay in balance generally, but sometimes in the moment I can get a bit stuck. Okay,
so we're going to get all the numbers now, and then Sam's just going to dash all your hopes for 8s and 9s at the end. Zoe, what would you say?
Probably like a 6 or 7.
Okay. Arjun? Are you talking, mate?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, go on.
Yeah, a 5.
Okay. Tara?
I would say like a 7. Yeah.
7, and up there. And Mia?
5 or a 6.
5 or a 6. Okay, Sam's nodding in agreement. You're on mute still, Sam. I don't know if you wanted us to hear that.
Yeah, no, some of them, Arjun, I know why he said that. And also, who was the other one? Mia. Yeah, I sort of agree with those sort of lower scores because Arjun has a habit of, we're working on that, of falling over his shots. And Mia's the same. It's just sort of keeping yourself a bit more upright. But yeah, Esme, I agree with, and Tara and Zoe, actually, yeah, pretty even.
Cool. Well, what we're going to go through now is with your racket and ball, we're going to try a few exercises, a few basic ones, a few more technical ones, and a few involving balance as well, just to see, hopefully they'll be enjoyable, and just to see what level you guys are at with these types of skills, because it'd be interesting to see how far you guys can get. So I'm just going to swap over to this camera, because this camera is better for showing racket skills. So if you get out your racket and ball, just start by doing 20 forehand bounces, 20 backhand bounces for me. Unmute stop.
Spotlight. All right. Okay, can everyone see me and hear me?
Yeah.
Thank you. Great. All right. Okay, cool. So what are we? This is kind of our third session in. So as I was saying, kind of a few minutes ago, I don't necessarily think kind of racket skills like this are a place for every session like this. There's definitely stuff that you can take away from a session like this, and that you can get better at home by yourself. And hopefully we're going to go through a few of those today. So we're just going to try a bunch of them out and see. Have you got a double angle? Right. Don't know if that's good or bad. I know it depends on which device you're using, if it's a phone or I can see myself twice. All right, so let's go for the first one. Now with correct grip, okay? Now I don't want just adjusting the grip any which way. We're going to go for forehand grip shuffles. So when you're going on your forehand, generally we're going to accept your racket over here. When you're on your backhand, don't just turn it over here and keep it on the right-hand side of your body. We're all right-handed today, aren't we, guys? Are there any left-handed players? Sorry, Sam?
Esme's left-handed.
Esme's left-handed. Okay, cool. All right, so Esme, you're going to have your racket on your left-hand side of your body, but your backhand, don't just flip it over and keep the racket on your left hand. Just cross it over a little bit so you've got the correct grip position, as opposed to if it stays on that side, you're going to have a floppy grip, basically a straight arm. Okay, so we're going to start with just some grip shuffles on your forehand. Now, the grip shuffle, whilst bouncing the ball, I want you to take your hand all the way up to the throat of the racket and then bring your hand all the way back down to the edge of the grip. So whilst bouncing the ball on your forehand, out in front, take your hand all the way up to the throat of the racket whilst bouncing, take it back down to the edge or the butt of the racket. Okay, so just a bit of a nice, easy shuffle, just kind of creeping your hand up and creeping your hand down, okay, of the racket whilst bouncing the ball. Just a nice little grip adjustment. Now, in squash, when we play, most of the time, okay, we're going to keep this position. Some of the time at the front of the court, you might extend that, okay, and you might need to extend that position to get to a particular drop shot, especially if I'm at the front. If I'm in my standard grip position and I get to the front, I think, oh, it would be helpful to have a little bit more, wouldn't it? I can actually extend my racket there and just go boom and get an extra inch or maybe an extra 3 or 4 inches of reach just by really extending and holding the tip of my racket to get to that shot. Likewise on the backhand, the same thing. So just practice that a few more up and down. Now let's go on to the backhand though. So again, I don't want the backhand here. Let's think specific. So up here, I'm going to turn. Likewise on your left-hand side, you're going to move to your right-hand side, Esme. You're left-handed. Take it across your body. Backhand shuffles. So shuffling up to the throat of the racket on your backhand, and then shuffling back down. Okay. You're doing forehand still, Mia. Backhand, please.
Back.
Yes, please. And are you doing backhand, Zoe? If so, can you take it across your body, across your left? So you've got a proper grip with an angle, so a cocked wrist. Yeah. Don't just have it out in front of you here, but just with your knuckles facing the sky. Take it across your body as if you're going to turn and as if you're shuffling over on that side. Yeah, that's better. Well done, guys. Really focusing on having that correct grip while shuffling and adjusting. Now, likewise, I was just saying that at the front of the court, I might adjust my grip in extreme circumstances all the way to that point there. Now, please don't come away saying that's the correct grip. In extreme circumstances, if I'm right at the front, I might extend my racket just to get a little bit more on it, just so I can get to the ball. Likewise, at the back of the court, if I'm short on space, I might shuffle my grip a little bit higher so I can really dig the ball out of the back corner without having so much length on my swing. Okay, so you might want to, so these are all different exercises that you can practice to help those particular situations. Another great one is, which we won't do now, is volleys while shuffling the grip. That's quite tough. So if you're volleying the ball up against the sidewalk or up against the wall outside your house or inside if that's allowed, focusing on correct grip to begin with, and then whilst bouncing on the sidewalk or on whatever wall, shuffling the grip up and then shuffling it down. Just getting comfortable with adjusting the grip is really, really helpful. That's the first one. Just quickly, to gauge level, can everyone do around the world? So forehand bounces, you're going to take your racket above the ball, over the top, and then catch it. Can everyone do one of those, or a few in a row? Can anyone do that? Or can everyone? Hopefully everyone can get to some level of that movement. It is a challenging one, but this is tap session, isn't it?
You knew one.
Now it's not. Yeah, keep going. So it's not ball goes up in the air. You do a circle with the racket. It has to go definitely above the ball. And if you can do it on the forehand, then change direction. Change the direction in which way you're going, anti-clockwise, clockwise. Maybe see if you can get a few in a row and change direction. When you've done that, we're going to move on to the backhand and see if we can do around the world on the backhand. Okay, these are all good, different coordination, not necessarily balance, but it's a skill practice. If you can get over and above and under and control and move that quickly and react, then it's only going to help your squash. Good. Feel free to move your feet when you're doing this, Arjun.
Oh God, look at this. Up to.
Are you quite limited on space, Zoe? Or are you able to move around just a little bit? Put some stuff on the floor. Can I just stop there? Can everyone turn their mics on? Can everyone say yes if you can do a forehand around the world, if you've done one?
Yes.
Yes. I've done one, but then
Yeah.
I dropped the ball.
Okay, all right. Can everyone do a backhand round the world?
I haven't tried one yet.
Yeah, I haven't tried yet.
Okay, but everyone has done a forehand around the world.
Yeah.
Okay, well then let's have everyone trying the backhand around the world. So over on that opposite side of your body. So for everyone apart from Esme, so across your body with that correct grip coming in here. Okay, and you're going to try. The best way to do it is just a soft bounce, and then take your racket out to the side and around like a little pancake. But you can throw it up high and then finish down low with a squat. Up high and then finish down low. I mean, that's possible. We're just getting used to a controlled movement at pace. can be fantastic for these kind of awkward positions, volleys that come in. You might be better at. Can you see everyone, Sam? Feel free to.
Yeah, Arjun,
jump
can
in.
you? Yeah, Arjun, can you just get that finger wrapped around the grip? That top finger. Just going a bit high there, Esme. It's funny seeing two of you, Steve.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was saying. Depending on which screen you're looking at. You can
I was like,
go
two
over
different
here.
angles here.
Oh, yeah. I had to do, yeah. I was kicked out of my house last week, and I had to do these online sessions on the Saturday from a coffee shop.
Oh no.
And there was a couple of occasions. And obviously, you guys are in lockdown, but Wales, we're out and about. So we're only just out and about, though. So if you're out from your seat, you're supposed to have a mask on all that
Oh
kind
no.
of stuff. So I was like, let me just go outside, guys. I'll take my tripod and put the mask on, get one outside, do a few things, walk back in. Yeah. Okay, guys, let's stop there now. Put your mics on. Who say your name if you were able to do one round the world on the backhand?
Esme.
Mia.
Arjun.
You mean like just one or like at least one?
No, just one.
Zoe.
Okay, cool. So most of us were able to do one. All right. But maybe most of us were kind of about one, maybe two. All right, let's move on to the next one. Height and spin. Yeah. Okay, cool. So this one's quite basic again. But let's start on the forehand here. What we want to look at is a few high shots, but with a little bit of spin. Now, as basic as it comes is just forehand bounces, right? But then with some height, it makes it a bit more difficult. But now I'm talking about some cut on the ball. So for everyone apart from Esme, as you're hitting the ball, you strike it and slice underneath the ball from the right to the left to put some cut on the ball, as if you're playing a forehand volley drop shot with a bit of cut on the ball to the front, or just a drop shot with a bit of cut. Esme, you'll be coming from the left to the right as you're coming underneath the ball, but you're aiming for a bit of height. You doesn't have to be a crazy amount of spin, but control. And whilst you're doing this, to add an extra element, I want you to be walking on the spot. Okay, I want you to be changing your center of mass. So we're talking about balance, we're talking about stability as well. And if you're starting to get really good, then you can walk forwards and backwards whilst bouncing. Okay, but really we're just looking at a little bit of cut on the ball and trying to control the ball and not be static, not be on your heels, just tapping the ball up. Okay, so keep moving around the ball, keep trying to control that ball. A little bit of cut, and we're going for some higher bounces. So I'm hitting about 1 meter, just over 1 meter above in the air. Depends if you have some space. If you don't have that much space, you can go down to your knees and then hit 1 meter above.
It's good, Arjun.
I've got quite a low hanging light, so should I just try and... Can I do it a bit shorter?
Yeah, that's okay. That's fine. Or go down to your knees, I was suggesting, and do it on your knees. I will join you if it makes you feel. Good. So just a few more. All right, lovely. Let's go on to the backhand then. So across your body. A little bit of cut. So now cutting for me, backhand. As I hit the ball, now I'm going to start with just a few basic ones without any cut. As I slice the ball, I'm taking my racket from the left to the right, but still going up. Okay, I'm not putting a crazy amount of spin on, but enough to keep it under control. And again, I'm thinking about moving, staying, right foot, left foot, adjusting, trying not to get comfortable on my heels. Trying to keep moving. So Zoe, see if you can keep it going whilst moving on the spot. Left foot, right foot. Good, it can just be small bounces, it's good. Esme, I can't see you
She's lost
on the
ball.
floor. Lost the ball. Okay. Everyone must have chandeliers or
Yeah,
massive low-hanging lights.
not in bucks.
I've got a low-hanging light that I just knocked a few minutes ago. I'm just hoping it's still alive. Okay, great. Let's move on to something a bit more interesting, a bit more fun. So the first challenge is the others were kind of just warm-ups, really. Now you may have done this before, you may not. 4 hand bounces. Just drop down to your knees and step back up again. Okay, it doesn't matter how many bounces. Just go down to your knees and back up again. 4 hand bounces. Keep that going, guys, just so I can see that you can do it. Good. 4 hand bounces. Okay, Mia. I think we've lost someone. Who have we lost?
Tara.
I'm right here.
Oh no, Tara's there.
Oh no, I'm on the wrong screen. That's fine. Okay, nice and easy. All right, everyone onto the backhand then. Backhand bounces, dropping down to the knees, and then back up again. Down to the knees. Apologies for those of you who have hard flooring.
Go on, Esme. Esme,
Good.
where's your other racket? Your Harrow one.
I'm using this one for today only because the other one doesn't suit what I'm wearing.
Okay.
You say it doesn't suit what you're wearing?
Yeah.
Esme, this one normally suits what I'm wearing.
Oh, look, she'll go get the other one now.
Old-fashioned relic.
There we go. That looks better. Use that one. Just had it
Okay,
strong.
cool. All right, everyone stop there, guys. So we've all practiced down to the knees. If it's possible, I'm testing everyone's measurements and restrictions now, but if it's possible, we're going to try and lie down on your stomachs whilst bouncing the ball. All right?
Oh, I remember this one.
Yeah, let's see if we can do it. So first, down to the knees. Lean forwards. Now I'm still bouncing the ball. You have to trust me or just listen. Lying flat on your stomach, up onto the knees, then back upright. Okay, and then we go again. All right, let's see if we can give that a go. Now again, take your time. Really focus on the bounce. Really focus on control of your body weight. Don't go too fast. Balance. Now again, this is dynamic balance we're looking at here.
I keep dropping it when I go down to the ground.
I'm going to say the way Esme just fell on the floor didn't look successful, but there was a chance she could have still had control of the ball. Just couldn't see it. Take your time. Where's Arjun? Have a look at Arjun. I've lost him. I've seen his legs have just flapped as well. But he's come up bouncing the ball. So did you just pick it up again, or was that one complete? Thumbs up if it was complete. No thumbs up. Okay. Take your time. Chest down to the floor. Arjun, adjust your camera if you can so we can see down to the floor. That's a bit better. Yeah, great. Okay. This next one might take a bit of time.
Go on, Arjun, you got it.
Yeah, you got it?
I think you've done it. Well done.
Nice.
Come on.
Is anyone else? Is anyone
Laura,
else?
have you done it?
I dropped on the way back up.
Oh, lucky.
Zoe, was that a completed rep? Thumbs up if sort of. Come on, Esme, you can do it. But you started on your knees. Is that, I don't know, is that cheating? So let's stop there, guys. It's just to give you a taste, a bit of a flavour of what you guys can do, and hopefully see how it can help balance and just general racket skill. What we're going to do now is look at combining some movements whilst just focusing, whilst the mind is distracted, but really focusing on quality technique of a lunge matrix. So we're going to do the lunge matrix. but we're only going to do a few positions at a time because I don't have much space. And the way I want you to lunge, I want you to lunge and reach quite far forwards whilst bouncing the ball. So we're just going to go for a couple here. So I'm going to talk about a clock face. So I'm going to lunge with my right leg, forehand bounces. Whilst I go forehand bounces, I'm going to lunge in, and it's going to be the only time really that we talk about a lunge, and I want you to kind of hold the position and lean into it slowly and then come back out, just because you're bouncing the ball. Other than that, it's always dynamic fast. So we're going to go 12 o'clock with your right leg, or for me, with those right-handers, extend the leg out and come back. And again, control the ball, reach out. Now I'm going to go 130, extend, out in front, nice and balanced. And again, 130 for me is there, extending. Now I'm going to turn and do 3 o'clock. So turning whilst bouncing, down for the lunge and extend. Now, notice the knees down, but I'm actually, this is an occasion where I'm allowing you guys to reach out in front. So from the side on that, here, I'm reaching out and then I'm coming back to finish facing the front. So that's a side lunge for me. So let's think about those 3 positions. Do 2 or 3 at each position. So again, 12 o'clock is here. So I'm bouncing the ball, lunging, leaning forwards, stretching out, thinking about that dynamic balance, but the racket skill as well. Okay, so let's give that a go. Try and control the ball.
Wait, what were the other 2 positions apart from 12 o'clock?
12, 1:30, and 3 o'clock.
Okay. Oh, shoot.
Okay, so Esme, try and get back knee down when we're lunging. Get the knee closer to the floor.
Good, Arjun.
Good, so just the simple bounces. Keep it bouncing, not just resting on the racket, Tara. Yes.
It's not resting on the racket.
It was definitely resting for a few seconds there. Good, guys. All right, so now let's try backhand. Sorry, Esme, for you that would have been, I should have said, Esme, for you that would have been backhand if you're lunging with your right leg. Now, everyone, I want you to lunge with your left leg, in which case for you it's forehand, Esme. Everyone else it's backhand, lunging with left leg now at 12 o'clock. So lunging forwards and extend the arm out and lunge back. A few going at 12 o'clock and extending the arm out. Now for me it's 10:30 with my left leg, backhand bounces, 10:30, backhand bounces and extending the arm out in front for balance. And then again now, side on, it's 9 o'clock. I can't go up. So I'll show you 9 o'clock here. So I'm starting here, lunging to the side, which for me is 9 o'clock, extending out in front and finishing facing 12 o'clock. 9 o'clock out to the side, extend the arm whilst focusing on that bounce. Okay, let's give a few of those a go. Focusing on that dynamic balance and the racket skill required. Good, Arjun, nice try.
Esme, get that finger wrapped around the grip.
Sam, what do you reckon? Is it a intro to each exercise and then 1 circuit? So 7 or 8 minutes you need?
Yeah, it's 30 seconds per exercise because some of these are quite tough on the stability more than anything, because I think some of them will struggle with it.
Is it quite physically demanding if it's jumping on one leg?
Yeah.
So they might need a bit more rest in between as well.
Yeah.
So should we leave it 10 minutes?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. All right, cool. We've got another 5 minutes then, guys. So let's pause that there. Let's put your mics on. How have you found those skills practices so far, Arjun?
They were hard but good.
Oh, but good. Which was the most challenging for you?
Probably the one where you have to lie down.
The lie, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Esme, how did you find them?
They were good, but they were definitely specific on like the lunge, because that's kind of where you mostly need to balance, and probably
balance. Yeah. So I wanted to give you. Sorry, go on.
My hardest would probably be the stomach one as well, because you can't really, you don't have as much space to move when you're trying to, if the ball goes somewhere else.
Good. I wanted to, I'll ask you guys in a second. I wanted to give you guys a wide variety, and we've got one or two more, we've got 5 minutes left. A wide variety of different challenges which test different things. So it's a combination of balance, but it's also stability. It's also how good are you on the backhand in that awkward position. And I promise you, you will find these awkward positions in a game where you need to be able to do different things. And the better you are at doing those different things and manipulating the racket in all of these different ways, under strange circumstances, even if it's a challenge where you're getting down to the floor and really extending out here, there will be a time where you have to get in that position for a drop shot or something, and it will help. Okay, let's go, Zoe. How have you found those so far?
Not too bad, although I don't have much space, but that's kind of my fault. There's a lot of clothes on the floor. Definitely the stomach one was really hard, trying to not drop the ball while getting down lower. Yeah.
Okay. And Mia?
Where's Tara gone?
Mia, you're on mute.
I found some of them hard, like the one where we had to go down onto our stomachs, but then the other ones I found okay.
Yeah, you found the lunges okay?
Yeah.
Cool. And where's Tara then?
Tara's
I
gone.
think she has some connection problems, so she's just trying to get back in.
I think I just muted myself accidentally. I'll keep an eye on my other screen to let her back in. Okay, cool. Well, we have time for one more. So let's try one more. I had about another 5 lined up. Bounces on floor. So other things, guys, that you can do at home are bounces on the floor. I can't really do that here because it's a carpet. You guys might not be able to do it because of space, or you're not allowed to make noise or whatever. But finding space, those are all different types of exercises that could be helpful. We won't do the racket press up. We'll do something that's just a little bit challenging kind of mentally, but also we'll do a test for your kind of coordination. So what we're going to do is try and do 5 bounces on your right hand, forehand, and then 5 bounces on your left hand. Okay, just a little test. 5 bounces right hand, 5 bounces left hand. Once you've done that, I want you to kind of walk on the spot whilst doing it. Okay, let's get going now. After you've done that, I want you to do 2 bounces and then change whilst walking on the spot. 2 bounces and then change hands. And then we're going to go one bounce left hand, 1 bounce right hand, 1 bounce left hand, 1 bounce right hand. Let's see how we go. Oh, he's on. Arjun's on 2 bounces each. Good. Walking on spot, are we? Can't see too much walking. Keep it going. Good, Zoe. Keep it going. Nice, Esme. Mia's video's gone. Someone trying to get back in. No.
Arjun, keep walking with feet.
Good. Keep adjusting your body weight. Lovely. Nice tries. The transition. Cameras. Okay, guys, well done. So pop your rackets down, the ball down. I'm going to hand over to Sam. Hopefully that was a few interesting, some challenging exercises, which you might find useful. And I'll hand you over to Sam for a bit of a stability session and circuit workout to finish. I'll just change my cameras. Let me cancel spot video. How do I do that? I will spot. Sam, you should be spotlighted now.
Okay, right, guys. So then we're going to do 6 exercises. The first one is going to be a stability hop. So basically, I want you to alternate, do say 5 on each leg to start with. So basically, go on the hop from here and then just jump up like that, nice and slowly. Okay, balance. Jump up like that, and then I want you to do 5 on each leg and then switch legs until it's time. Okay, The next one is service box, what we call service box hops. So try and find a space, right? A reason, you don't have to go too far because this is quite hard. So stand, say, on your right foot. I'm going to go left foot actually. Left foot, okay? And then I want you to hop across and land on 2 feet into the squat. Does that make sense? So you're going from here, you hop and you land and back up on 2 feet. Does everyone understand that? Okay. The next exercise is a lunge and press. So basically you go into a forward, make sure I don't hit my ceiling, go into forward lunge and press up. So you push your racket, make sure your arms are going straight, okay, above your head. The next one is what we call crane balance. So what I want you to do is I want you to stand on one leg, okay, and try and put your right arm and your left leg out in front. Right arm out in front and left leg there, and try and balance as much as possible. That's quite good for me. Okay, that makes sense? And hold it there for 30 seconds. Okay, and then change legs. This is quite tough, so do it really slowly. Okay, then we're going into a plank for 30 seconds and then another wolf sit for 30 seconds. Okay, everyone okay with that? Yep, okay. Right, so we're going to start off with the stability hop, okay? So let's just say we do 8 reps on each hop. Does that make sense? On each side. Okay, off you go. So start on your left leg. Good, really push up. Balance, that's good. So you'll find one side will be weaker. It should be anyway. Good, Arjun. Keep that control. Bit higher on the hop, Zoe. Push up a bit more. I can't see everyone here. Oh, here we go. Good.
Mia and Tara have gone, by the way.
Oh, they've gone, have they?
Yeah.
Okay. Right, now go into the service box hops. So go right back if you've got space, okay? And then go into the hop position and then hop across the room but land on 2 feet, okay? Right, off you go. Good. Arjun, do it in front of me so I can see. That looks good. Yeah, not so deep on the squat though. Good, Esme, go lower on the squat. Big jump out in front. See how far you can go. Imagine the service box is right out in front of you. Good. Good, don't go so deep on the squat, Arjun. You've got to control those legs when you land. One more. Okay, right. Go into the lunge press, okay? I will give you 20 seconds rest. Everyone got your rackets? Right, Esme, going for sleep? Move. Okay, off you go. As you step forward, press. Good, Arjun. Good. Step forward and press up. Brilliant. Well done, Zoe. Big step out in front. Well, Esme. Good. Keep that 90-degree angle. It's better. Good, Arjun. Okay, right, run, rest. Okay, and then we're going into the plank.
Do I have to do the plank?
You do. Why?
I hate the plank.
Oh, sorry. Should know me by now, Esme. 3, 2, 1, off you go. Make sure it's a low plank. Lower your back a bit, Esme. Drop it.
Might be better if she starts from the floor and works her way up. It's quite a curve there, Esme.
Yeah, lower your back a bit. Drop down. Drop down. Not literally.
And from that position, yeah, then from there, yeah, that's much better.
That's it. Okay, and rest. Well done. Okay, and then we're going into a wolf set to finish. Okay, off you go. Bring your knees a bit closer together, Arjun. Move your feet in. That's it. And drop your bum. Okay, and rest. And that's time. Well done.
Good. Well done, everyone.
Are we doing the second circuit of that?
Steve, do you want to?
No, I think.
No.
Thank you.
Not from the plank. Let's keep the plank, shall we?
Let's do the plank again, Esme.
Oh, no. Well done, guys. Did you help? Did you help? I've got an echo from this. I can't turn this off. If I do, then I think the call is done. Were there elements of today's session or all of today's session that you found helpful? If so, could you give us 1 or 2 bits that you're taking away from today's session? I'm going to start with Arjun.
The skills, the racket skills, and also the wall sit was quite helpful.
Nice.
Yeah.
Zoe?
It was all incredibly helpful.
Incredibly. That's very complimentary. We'll take it, won't we, Sam?
Yeah, definitely. Thanks, Zoe.
Okay, and Esme?
Well, it was definitely hard. But probably also we put a lot of core strength into there. With balance, it kind of cooperates. So if you want to hold a maybe lunge, like maybe for long, you also need to use your core. So it's kind of incorporating 2 things. So one through squash and one also through fitness. Both useful.
Good. All right, Sam, anything to say to conclude?
No, that's it. It's really good, guys. Well done.
All right, guys, that's it for today. Have a